That came up really quick on that one. Ooh, ooh. Now if I can get you on here really quick. That would be good. Come on. No, 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 no. Go, go, go away. Why is it always not coming up? Oh, here you are. Huh. That was weird. It didn't show live, but I was live. Hello. Oh, goodness. I missed a bunch of comments. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Fonda. Hi, Melissa. Whoops. Melissa. Hey, Deb. How are you? Yes, bless, 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 bless. Please. Please bless. Why are all these things popping up? Do they go away? Okay, yeah. Let's get... Hi, Damon. Damon. You better still be on. I finished every single one of your classes except the Master's Mind and the thrift store thing. Because you said not to do blueprints since I did it. I'm done. I need more. Come on, dude. No, I'm just nutty as usual. But I'm just proud of myself for finishing that. And I only need, was it 92 more people to reach 2,500 people? Followers, please. I'd like to do that before I go to Wreath Maker's Live. It's just a little goal I have. My one goal was to finish all of Damien's teachable classes. And I finished the last one today. I thought I had 2, but I only had 1. And I was so happy. Implemented all of them, mind you. Not just reading and going through and didn't. They were all up there. Got my Instagram up last night. Had my YouTube up. Not perfect, either of those two, but we're working on it. So, no toilet. I've done everything but the toilet. They have till Thursday this week. And then Fine. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Hey, Teresa. Oh, more tomorrow? I will get it done before Wreath Makers Live. That's my goal, Damon. That's my goal, and you can hold it to it. You can hold me to it. Okay, maybe don't hold me to it. No kidding. I'm just one of those people. Like if you know, if I'm in a class and I'm paying for it or something, I'm gonna do it. You know, it took me what? Let's see. I joined the whole inner. Took me many months because you know you got to keep up with the biz. So. Yeah, the toilet doesn't count. Thank you, Melissa. I don't need that toilet. I have 3 other toilets I can use, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And if I have to, Mother Nature, we got the woods. Hey, Becky. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Hey, Becky. Becky, you gotta call me so I can help you with your mini chat, my friend. You can call me after this. I know you're up late sometimes, but call me, girlfriend. Call me. More than happy to help. Oh my god. Oh, why are these over here? They're already cut. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. The nut house has commenced. So all 7 days last week I had a little munchkin. Had my... Yeah, I have trees and bushes. Fun time in the nut house. So my friend Becky, who's on, she was trying to name her group, and she's the cookie lady, and so she was like doing Cookie Monsters or Crumbs or something, and so we're all trying to give her names. So if you have any, just pop them out on here. You know, we'll help her figure out a little name for her group. All right, so this is what happened. I wanted to use all of this in the wreath on tails, and I didn't have any. I only have 1 roll. I thought I had 2. So we're breaking it up because it's going to be 18. So we're going to do 9 of these, and I'm going to put 2 tails with them. I haven't decided if I want to do tails behind, which I like on this one, or if I'm going to put the tails in front. So we're going to do that as we go. As you can tell, I was cutting them because I was so enthused to use that. Now I had to come up with Plan B, which, oops, that's my tail of my bow. Plan B was to kind of do the opposite, to do tan. With this one, 2 tans. 2 tans. That's my New Yorker. Hey, Janice. Hey, Sally. To do 2 tans either way. This way I like it with the tans behind. So, with the tans. The tans and nights. Alright. So that's that. Those are going to be our tails, however we decide to make them. My bow is this baby. It's not fluffed all the way because if you guys remember, I made some bows when I was away back in March, and this was one of them. And this is going to be kind of a small wreath, I think. And the sign is going to be this baby, and I thought, how cute. Why not? Right? Why not? Hey, Caitlin. Hey, we have cool personalities. We're just down to earth, you know. We don't give you any, you know what. We just have fun. Hey, Katie. Hi, Irene. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Hi. So I had this. So this is like, not really a burgundy. It's like a brown. So that's why I thought this one is kind of the same way. It's like that burgundy brown in there. And, of course, we have the orange. We have some fall leaves and stuff in there. Tails aren't, these aren't cut off. Look how long that one is. Because this was at the end of the ribbon roll, so that's why that got left that way. So we'll trim it up once we get it on the wreath. And the one behind me here, I haven't listed yet, but it has a big Facebook page on my live there, on my Etsy shop, so that's for this one. This one here has a bunch of leaves on it, so they're both in there if you would like to purchase either of them. Hello, Miss Janet. All right, if I missed a comment, please say it again. Like I said, I like to, since the iPad doesn't keep any comments anymore. All right, so we're going to do this. This is a premium mesh that we're going to use. And I looked at the tag. I got it on sale somewhere, but it doesn't say if it's like Hobby Lobby or any place. So I actually don't know where I bought it because even on the sticker it doesn't say where it is. And we have two different types of ruffles we're going to use. They're very similar, but if you look at the striping, one has a thicker, wider band than the other one. And this is kind of like that burgundy, so we kind of go good with the flower and the leaf one that I chose tonight. So I'm going to mix them up, do every other one of each, as far as that goes. Hello, Martinsville, Indiana. Hi, Deanne. Hi. Hey, Julie. Hey, Karen. Hey, listen, you guys. We are so close to 2,500 people. I only need, like, I think it's like 92 people. Please share, follow me so I can get to my 2,500, because then we can do a giveaway. Can't say that out loud. Did I say that out loud? Did I say that? I'm trying to look to see. 208. So I need 92 people. Approximately. So please send your friends over. Hi, Lynn. Hey, Jan. How are you? Karen and Julie, did I get you all? Lorraine? Hi, everyone. All right. So I usually have this all done for you, and I thought, might as well do it with you. So let me explain the inner ring. What I do on the inner one here, I'm going to pull these back so it makes it easier to see. There is 8 in the middle, 10 on the outside. So what I do is I start on the crossbar here. My New Yorker is really coming out tonight. I don't know why. Susie Brown. I'm going to see you, Susie, in what? 24 days? Hope you're ready for all this. Hope you're ready. Hope Damon's ready. And anybody else that walks into my life, in my view. Hope y'all ready. So I start here, and then what I do, because it's 8, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I just divide the other ones in here kind of in half. So you can start with the middle one, then half and half. And that's what I do. Now the ones on the outside, what I usually do with that, because I started with the brace here, I'll usually start with one brace here. So here on the outside, I started with my braces here. Whoops. And then I'll do the same thing. So I initially would have 5 on this side and 5 on this side. So I go and I'll split the difference. They kind of moved a little bit because Heather was in here. And I'll kind of figure out what the middle part is. And if you see on the difference here, well, maybe this one gets moved over a little bit. Hold on, let me just move these. Heather moved them, and I guess I didn't make that very tight. Oops. Lost some of my comments. I don't know what that was. Something about Facebook. Oh gosh. Please don't be doing anything now, Facebook. Oops, I missed a whole bunch. Hey, Lorraine, Norma, hi, Dean, Rose, how are you, my friend? Did I say hello to all these? Lorraine, Jacqueline. I know. Susie, you're going to be crazy when you meet all this. All right, so, where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I only need 4 more, technically. And these 4 for the sun. So I will go ahead and I would, because this is my bracket things here. Now, you can do it where you measure the 5, and it's about 5 inches going. You could do it that way, too. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to split the difference between here and do it just like that. And then I know I'll get it right, hopefully. Hopefully. But see, if you push when you lay these down, it's about 5 inches. Okay? So you could do it that way too. And pull them tight. I usually do them about twice around. That's about 5. I did pretty good. I'm going to slide it back just a little. Do it again. 5. Ooh, come here. And then this one I'll just split. See how easy peasy that was? And then we're ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to push these down the outside. This is just a simple frame. You can get it at Dollar Tree, you can get it at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, wherever you want to buy it. Yes, thank you for all the loves and hearts. Hey, Ursula. Keep it on the board so you can see it later. Are you talking the wreath, I assume? Yeah, this is from the other night. I didn't post this one. And I didn't realize it till today because I've been working hard on my Demons classes to get them all done before Wreath Makers Live. And I accomplished my goal. So, I'm happy. I was like, school? Hate school. I'm what, 59 years old and I'm in classes. Hello. Like, aw. Hey, Cheryl. Hi. All right. So, before I do anything more, I want to do this because I cut my little babies. And I only cut 2 because I was supposed to do 4. And I think I lost the other ones. Okay, so this is foam sheets. My staples are pretty close. The smallest one's not going through, but I really wanted to make sure that they didn't go through. So this is the peel and stick foam core. So you just cut it whatever, width. I just cut it enough so I can put the staple and the pipe cleaner on it. See how organized. They have to stay in a little plastic thing and they have to go back where they are. That's me. Okay, the frame. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? We're in New York. I'm on Long Island. Oh my God. I'm from Massapequa. Wait, Lorraine. Keep them on the board so we can see it better. Oh, I gotcha. Gotcha. I was a little slow on that one, Lorraine. Oh, I need to cut this. So then I'm just going to cut this into 4s. Doesn't have to be exact science or anything like that. And this is a peel and stick. So what I'm going to do is stick these 2 together. So it makes it a little bit thicker. Where'd my other one go? Oops. And this is how picky I am. If it's a little hanging over, I gotta trim it. I mean, that's just me. Now, yes, these are different sizes. Does that really matter? No. But again, I'm a little picky. So we'll just cut that off a little bit. Cut this one off a little bit. Make them all about the same size. Give or take. And the reason why I wanted to do this in the beginning, I'm sliding off my chair, is because I want the glue to dry before I do anything else. So this has the rope on it. I could leave it on, just tuck it from behind. Some people do that. I'm just one of those people, I'm not going to do that. This is going to stay on a wreath. So that goes in the trash. I take my pliers because I don't like all this rope here, and I'll just take the pliers and start pulling it out little by little, which can be annoying because it will come out one side sometimes easier than the other. You can see where the rope is. So this one's coming out kind of easy. Oh, that came all out in one go. Now, if I can pull these staples out, I'd be more than happy to. Hold your ears. But I'm not. You're not going to see the back of this, so for me, it's okay. Oops. And if you pull all the cord at once, it doesn't like to come out all at once. So I try to pick some out, find that little weak spot, and then once you get through that weak spot, then again I may need new pliers because my pliers aren't pulling. Come on, pliers, pull, pull, pull. There we go. And once you get some out, then the rest will start coming out. Voila. Okay, hold your ears. Alright, so with this, oh, here it is. Even though this is peel and stick, I still like to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on it. And I'm just going to put these in the four corners. And that's just to make sure. This is what they call a rapid fuse. You can find this at, some people find it at hardware stores, some people at Walmart. I find it only at one store I know by me in Joann's, and it's only at one Joann's store that I have to drive a half an hour to. So I usually buy a couple of them just to have them so I don't have to go, drive everywhere. So also in my Etsy shop, all my wreaths, and it will include the one behind me, as well as this one, all my wreaths for the month of July, because it's Christmas in July, are 15% off. So if you need anything, a gift for somebody, they're buying a new house or having a baby, whatever, Christmas, birthday, anniversary, whatever, they're on sale. Oh, we're going to need that maybe. Where's my gun? Hide it. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to leave a little bit of it out so that I can twist tie it. I'm trying to get it so you can see better. And I like to put 2 staples in, and I'm probably not going to use the hammer because the squishiness of the foam makes it sink in. That makes sense. Oops. Do this one. And tie this up. Why am I almost? Maybe I need to move my arrow. Uh-oh. There we go. Hey, Janet. I love the purple blouse and the hammer. Those are my... Purple is my favorite color too. This is a Lulu-Roo, and it's from Alice in Wonderland. The Queen from Alice in Wonderland. That's who this is. Let me do this one so I don't have to move the board. And that one. Twist it. Twist, 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 twist. I'm going to put a long one on. There we go. Hello, Miss Regina. Regina, did you get your sunflowers yet? I don't know if they came because the 4th of July weekend. You may have held them. You may get it this week. Let me know. All right. So there's our stein, all ready to go. So we're going to stick this baby somewhere where I'm not going to knock it down, which is everywhere. I'll just stick it here. Alright, put the staple gun away. Don't have to worry about staples coming out. And we're going to start with our mesh. Oh, I got a tail on the floor. You know that would drive me crazy because I'd be looking for it and going, I didn't cut enough. Really? You guys got to remind me because this is going to be every other one way. And every other one with the other color. When we get to it. I'm like, I'm going to hold myself. And we're going to do poofs. Poof, baby. Poof, baby. Why? I said the other day, oh, yay! I wasn't sure if you were going to get it before, I was going to say New Year's Eve, before 4th of July or not, or if it was going to be held up, you know, in mail until Monday. So, oh, I'm glad you like them. Glad you got them, too. Alright, so we're going to squish these together, because we're going to use a zip tie. Now what I do with on the zip tie, I look for one that's close to it on the bottom rail, because when I bring this down, I don't want to have to stretch it and lose a lot of mesh. So I just give it a good tail here. And we're just going to tie this baby in. Oh, this is really, I'm glad I chose this frame, because this is, even though it's a premium mesh, it's soft. Does that make sense? Because sometimes when you get this metallic stuff in here, it's not as soft as you think. And it's really stiff, but this is really soft. Wonder where I got it. I want to think Hobby Lobby maybe. It had a red tag on it, but like I said, it didn't say where. Hi, Jan! Thank you. Yes, share the page, like my page, put emojis on the page, make a comment on the page. If you want to get alerts when I go live, type the word alert down below, and Rosie, my robot, will send you a message. And just respond back to that message in your personal messenger when she sends it to you, the word alert. And then you're good to go. You can also type anywhere on the screen, and 3 little dots will pop up, and there will be a notification button there. Type that. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Hey, Gary, how are you? Hi, June. Welcome, welcome. Come and have some fun. This is thin, and I'm doing this is a, what, 10, can't do it that way. You know how you do that? 5, 10. It's about a 14-inch frame. So we're going to do these poofs. I'm still going to do 10-inch and 12-inch. I think I can do that. 10-inch on the inside, 12 on the outside, instead of 8 and 12. Did that one move? Yep, that one should. Now you can glue these down. Oh my gosh, this is so thin. It's nice on your hands. I will have to say that. Did I get 10? Okay. Which is so nice. This is a little rough. This has the jute in it, but this is all this little metallic-y stuff, and it's really nice. I will drink. Okay. Okay. There's a little in here. It's a little colorful. It's fruit punch. But it's good fruit punch. Kidding. No kidding. But I won't tell you what it is. No kidding. I don't really drink. Occasionally, maybe. Oh, I should have left those down there. So, we had really bad thunderstorms last night. Like you was sitting here and you can hear the thunder start on one side of your house and go to the other, and it's just like somebody was bowling on top of you. You know how your mom used to say, oh, the angels are bowling, you know, up there in heaven. That's what my mom used to say when it would rain. I'm doing fine, Miss Janet. Oh, yay! My friend from Ireland. Hi, Miss James. How are you? Oops, 5, 10. Okay. And it was lightning, and everything, you know, was dark because it was at night, so it gives you the creeps. And I thinking, oh, all electricity's going to go out or something. And then it got dead quiet after that, and all the frogs came out. Well, I got more babies in there. I swear, I told my husband, I said, we've had more babies this year than the 22 years we've lived here. Well, we only had the pond in for 5, 6 years. Less than 22 is 5, 6, so 16 years, right? And they're all different sizes. The one grew up, left. Then there was another set, haven't seen them. Then I see little tiny babies, and there's more eggs, and they're in different stages. And I'm like, good grief, y'all. Seriously, we don't get them, you know, this late in the season like this, you know, all the breeding. And we have more babies in the birdhouse again. And I was like, we got our own little, you know, pet farm going on here. You know, Barbara, it didn't say, literally, let's see, I think this, oh, no, that's not it. Okay. This is what it came in. And it has like, what would be like store numbers, and I got it for $3.99. And it's premium mesh, it says mesh ribbon, is what it said. It's 21 inch. But it, oh, look, down here in little tiny itty bitty print. Hobby Lobby. Wow, glad I have my glasses on for that. Wouldn't have seen that. So, it's in the clearance. And you gotta shop. In the one store from my Hobby Lobby, they have the clearance section. And then in the back of the store, they have like another clearance section. And I'm like, yo, baby. So I don't know when I bought this. If I saw it one time during the year, or if I bought it at the end, but it was a clearance sticker for $3.99. Hey, Mary Jane, hello, hello. All these things are popping up. So share the page, y'all. I only need, what did I say, 92, 91, 92 more people to follow me. Please. And then we could do a giveaway, because then I'll reach 2,500 people. And it's my goal to hit that before I go to Wreath Makers Live in 20-something days. And I really like to do that before I go, you know, away. Oh, look at this. This just looks like a pumpkin. Oh, I love this. Hi, Emily Garcia. I know. You were busy at the Krafts convention. You're going to Wreath Makers Live, right? Right, my friend? I am Faye. I am doing this. This is a bow I had made a little while back when I was on away with my friend. Tails aren't cut. That was the end of the roll, so that's why that's there. We're going to use this bow. We're going to use this sign. We are going to use these in here, and I have this other one. Oh, I'm going to grab one. Oops. I know one of my close ones went shooting. So these are similar. This is a white or brown. This is like a thinner. And we're going to do alternating and do that. Just as something different. So that's what we're going to make today. So my giant pumpkin is my backing. I know. I like it too. Yay, 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 yay. I'm glad you're going to be there, Miss Emily, because I am going to stop by and meet you. Because I bought special headbands from you. I bought the one that looks like Mardi Gras. Oh, I just said that. I didn't want to say that. All right, well, everybody knows. I bought a special one from her, and it's a headband, and it's like all Mardi Gras-like, with the mask and all to wear. Oh, giving away my little secrets. But anyway. So I'm going to be wearing that. I can't wait to meet a lot of people. It's going to be crazy, but it's going to be crazy fun. And you know me as being as nutty as I am. Hello. You don't have to give me any funky stuff to keep me going. Alright, so we did 10 inches on the inside. There's 8 on the inside. There'll be 10 on the outside. The outside we're going to do 15. Excuse me. 12. 10, 12. 5, 10. 10, 12 is over here, Carolynne. There we go. on the outside. I was looking at the numbers, that's why I said 15. So what I did, I came here, I finished off here, and see, I only used that little bit of mesh to come down. It wasn't like bringing it across and I lose all that mesh. So that's why I like to do that. Oh, I know. I've been wearing them. I like them, and I haven't been with my running group, and they're great because when we work out, we like wide headbands, but you get the ones like that and they kind of still slide, but the one that you have that kind of looks like a scarf over your head, kind of, they're really cool to wear with my running group, my workout group. I haven't ran since all this. I do go with my knee on Tuesday, but I don't care if he says knee surgery or anything, because it ain't gonna happen until I come back. Hell or high water. I'm staying in my house for the next 24 days. I'm not going anywhere because I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get run over by a car or anything. Oh well, I'll take that back because my granddaughter comes this weekend and we're going to King's Dominion. It's like a water park, rides, amusement park. Prepare for some videos. But I will not be doing any of them spinning rides because the last time I went on there, I almost lost it. Literally, I never spun so fast one way and back the. You know how you twirl the wheel like the teacups, but we were in an apple, so you only have a little opening. And my son-in-law was like spinning, and my head was like this, and I'm like, oh my god. And I went like this to look at the door. My head was like this. My eyes, they couldn't focus, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna lose it. I just kept my eyes shut. I said, I need to get out. I need to get out. And I went and I sat on the sidelines. And I haven't done that, but I ain't going on those again. Done. I have a shelf full of... Oh, do you, Regina? I haven't, Emily, I haven't worn it yet because I'm saving it for Wreath Makers Live. It's still in the bag. I know that sounds corny, but I want to have it nice and fresh for Wreath Makers Live. I'm really excited. I'm really excited about going. I need a trip away from all this. It's sad because they're so close. So close. And supposedly, guys are coming tomorrow. So, we'll see how that goes. Because I want my room. I live like, ugh, I hate this. And if anybody knows me, I mean, you see how organized I like to keep my desk and stuff here. This is driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. Oh, cool. Well, hey, Donna. Hello from Jersey. I just sent a wreath. Well, it won't go out today. It goes out tomorrow. It's all packed up. A lady bought my crab wreath. So oh, God. Waldo. Anyway, so I boxed it up, and I was so happy. So it's going, my crab wreath is going to the Jersey Shore to live. So I asked the lady who I'm sending it to, her name is Jessica, if she would be so kind and send me a picture so I can see a new home. I always request that, or ask that. I don't request, I ask. And I think it would be fun. Waldo now, Susie, is sitting in the shower. He has moved from, I don't know, how many places? 1, 2, 3. For the longest time he sat in the corner. Then it was 4, 5, 6, 7. Now he's in his 8th home. I'm going to do something with Waldo, and you guys are going to... That's all I'm going to say. Waldo has taken on a personality of his own. They fixed everything. They're almost done. I haven't been around. What they have to do, they're supposedly coming tomorrow, is... all the tile that got damaged from when the panel door shattered. They're going to fix all that. Then, once that's fixed, then they can put the panel and the shower door in and do the window. The vanity has to go in with the sinks and the faucets and that. And the mirrors, you know, the medicine cabinet and mirrors over the sink and the lights. And technically, that's really it. Because the guy that worked the last couple of days during the week, he regrouted the whole floor, he did a lot of painting holes, put all the doorknobs on the, what do you call it, on the closet, their sliding doors and the pocket door. I don't remember what else he did. But he did do a lot of the little stuff that needed to be done. You need a red striped back tank cover. Susie, wait until you see. Oh, you have 6 more minutes. Oh my God. I know, poor Waldo. He is like, it's like his head is chopped off. He has nobody to go with him. And it's just one of those things. Those of you who don't know, I'm remodeling my bathroom, master bedroom. The master bedroom part is done. Now they got to fix the one part at the fireplace, but and then that's completed. And the master bedroom and bathroom, and this is week 21. Not that I'm counting. Not that I'm counting at all, y'all. Not at all. Whoops. So now this twist tie, or zip tie, where's the first one? I'm trying to find it. Where did I put it? So the first zip tie I put in the middle bar. And I'm going to do the same with this one, putting one in the middle ones, because this wreath is more flatter than some of those 3-dimensional wreaths. So, which you could probably put, you know, on either one, you know, either of the 3 that it usually has. But I want it on the here because it's just a little bit higher, and that way I don't risk anybody's door or anything getting damaged. Yeah, well, you know, Sally, the whole fun of the whole bathroom and remodel has been deflated. You know, it's just now, it's just like, can you just be done? You know, I just want my house. I want to be organized, and that's what I want. And one day, I know it will happen, but he has 4 days. 4 days. Because he can't, well, you know, he has Friday. He has 5 days, because my daughter's not coming. They won't be here later Friday, so they can work Friday. Oh, so he gets an extra day. Alright. Oh, I may need that, because I think I cut some short of the other mesh. Ooh, I really like this mesh. I really do. Now, I'll do the poofs and all now. I usually wait to the end. I used to do it each row as I was going, you know, kind of thing, but I saved it for after now. And I make sure. So I find the edges of each side, which way it's going to go, and just pull it out. Wow, I wish they had more of this. This is just really soft. It's a little, you know, stiff because you got the metallic in there, but it's still really soft. So that's a difference between, okay, not to rib any company, because that's not what I'm here to do, but you buy from the Dollar Tree and the mesh is really harsh. And if you compare that to this, now Grant, do I have any of it over here? I'll use some of their mesh, you know, about certain times they'll have some that are pretty decent, and like the little 6-inch rolls, and I'll use them to make, you know, inserts in here, like curls and stuff like that. So, but I learned after, you know, you go through learning process of do's and don'ts and what to use and buy and, you know, and everything, what works better. There are 18. There's 8 in the middle, 10 on the outside. The poofs in the middle are 10-inch. The ones on the outside are 12-inch. And the reason why I did it that way is because if you do hold this mesh up, you can see like through it. So I wanted to make sure, even though this wreath is kind of more flatter, it's not a dimensional wreath. If it was more of a dimensional wreath, then I'd probably do a 3rd row in there. But because this is a more flatter, you know, like this one was, yeah, that was a dimensional. And if you don't know what dimensional, I mean, let me show you. Ooh. If you see me limping, don't laugh. So I'm going in front of you guys because my other frame is over here, so I can show you the two. So this is what I call a dimensional wreath. That's not what they really call it. It's a work frame. And you can see how deep it is here. And this has usually 3. So when you start putting the poofs on and you're doing it, you can almost push down and it bounces. Then you see this one, which is more non-dimensional. Does that make sense? So you got more height in your depth than you do this one. So that's what I mean by dimensional. Maybe depth would probably be a better word to use. I think I want to give you a big hug on Wreath Maker's Eye just because you have, way more patience I could ever have. Oh my God, Kay, don't make me cry, girl. My patience comes from raising twins. And now being a grandmother, I think I have, you know, my husband and I, and we've talked about it, when you're raising kids, at least for us, when we were raising our kids, I had twin girls. They were actually triplets. I lost one during the pregnancy, fertile myrtle. Then I had my son, who was a twin, and I lost one, right? So I would have had 5 kids. Talk about the nut house. 3 was enough. So the girls were great with each other because they had each other to play with. So I never had that mommy wanting attention thing. And my son was more the loving, you know, wanted to be held and stuff like that. Of course, as they get older, hey, you know, that teenage stage. But, so I was the mother that I wanted them to be polite. I wanted to be nice. The girls, I guess you could say, we were more like stricter with than with my son. It was like him was like, oh, look, he's ripping the plant out, you know. Oh God, Kay, yeah, whole house. Put a pool in, jacuzzi, put a she shed too in 21 weeks. So, you know, you know, a lot of your stress comes from your work, and my husband was in the military, and you got to do all those military functions, and you want everybody because they're looking at him because of what he does, and, you know, and it's just like that. And I look back and, you know, I'm like, now you know, as you grow and you learn through life, you know, I was a substitute teacher. I've been a teacher. I coached gymnastics for 20 years and judged and all. And so that teaching experience, so to speak, is me. I take the time. I have more patience with other people than with my own kids. You know how that goes. You expect your kids to be 100% perfect. And so with our grandkids, we're, not to say more lenient, but we do it in a different way, I think. And I think it also is their personality, because the one I watch all the time, little Miss Cassidy, she's very dainty and I say prissy in a way, whereas my other grandchild is like, come on, let's play whatever sport, you know. And they're 2 different personalities. And it's fun to see the 2 different ones. I'll keep them. So I think a lot of that comes from that. And it's, you know, I'm not a pro. How long did it take to do your bathroom, Carolynne? Don't tell me. Hey, Angie, how are you? All right, so with these, I'm going to start on the outside with these. And remember, I'm going to do every other one. So if I make a mistake. All right, so these, instead of going this way, I'm going to put them, not bow tie like, this way. I'll show you how I do one. I meant to do that one first. Hold on. So I'll do it on the next one, how I ruffled these. I cut these at 20 inches long. Okay. I did cut 18 of these. On the tails, I think I did 1 short of each, because where the bow is, I may not need a tail in there. Or a ruffle. I think I did all the ruffles though. Alright, so 20 inches. Just fold it approximately in half. And then I'm just going to grab it and scrunch it up. So it's just a ruffle, like you're making a fan. So it looks like a bow tie or a butterfly, whatever you want to call it. I put the side that is open. I like to put that side down. Oh, my dog's by the door. Kai, please don't fight it. Don't bark. And then I'm going to put this one in here. Remember, you guys, I'm horrible at doing this because I always mess up on one and it throws everything else. It started being completed today. Oh my God. May to June, July, so you're only like 2 months. Oh, Carolynne. Go look back in here and you'll see videos of my mayhem. And I literally should write a book. Everybody tells me I should write a book about it. Oh my God. You'll have to send me pictures because now I'm curious, you know, how your bathroom looks. If you don't mind, you could just personal message it. That's fine. I'll get it. In there, just look me up. So look, so it's just two different ones. Oopsie, oopsie. One of these, this lost the clothespin. I couldn't put them together because it would screw me up. So again, fold it in half. Can you guys see that? Fold it in half and just scrunch. That's all it is. All it is, baby. Mind you, they only worked on Sundays and Mondays. Wait a minute. How come they only worked on... How could they only work on Sundays and Mondays and not the other days of the week? I don't get that. And you have a bathroom done where mine is supposed to work Monday through Friday. Wow. You must have had a good crew, girlfriend. Was it your family that did it, or did you have somebody else do it? Wow, that is awesome. Now there is a difference between these two meshes. This one's a little thinner, this one's a little thicker, but I still like it. I keep falling off my list. I think it's the pillow that's doing it today. I don't know. Alright, so let's get these guys going. Yep, that's when my husband and his cousin can work. Oh my God. Sundays and Mondays, and you had it done. So May, June, July. So that's 4. So that's 8. What is that, 16? 17, 18, 19, about 20 days. Oh my God. That's awesome, girl. They must have been like cranking it out. Mine was, my bathroom was there technically. We just moved it a little bit. It's in kind of the same area. If you think of a square and you have a fourth of it as a bathroom, basically, you know, you cut out about a fourth of it. So what we just basically did was just define it better. So it's all kind of in the same area. Now we rearranged some things so you had to have plumbing and stuff like that and all that really redone. But, and I think the plumbing alone took like 4.5 days. That was a nightmare for that poor man. Oh, because the whole floor had to be ripped up, and you know, because they had to put a whole new plumbing thing for the shower, and because we moved the toilet and the shower and the sinks. We moved it all around. Wow. I'm happy for you, girl. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome. So again, share and like the page, you all. If you can follow me, like I said, I only need like 91 or 92 more people, and then I hit 2,500, and I have a giveaway. I've had the giveaway because I like to buy in advance, so to speak. And I've had this one giveaway, and I'm like, oh my God. If you want to get notifications, go ahead, hit anywhere on this page. Those 3 little dots will pop up, and just hit on them, and you'll get notifications that way. Hit the notification button. Hope I got it right, because I heard the clothespin go. Oh, here it is. Here's the clothespin. Hi Diana, how are you? Hey Karen from Kentucky. How are you, my friends? Alright, so again, this is all I did. This is 20 inches. All of them are 20 inches, the ruffles. I folded in about half, and you just scrunch it up in the middle. Make a bow tie butterfly. And usually, depending how you're doing your mesh, will depend if you put it in this way or this way. I'm putting it in this way because I'm going to put my tails in. So my tails will go ahead and come across the other way. That makes sense. That makes sense. Miss Diana Richardson, who's on here. Oh, thank you, Ophelia. Her and I are going to be donning together at Wreath Makers Live, and we met in January. Hey, Ruth. Hey, Rose. Well, thanks for coming in. Love to have some new faces in here. And Rose, if you want to get alerts, hit it and just type the word alert down below. Rosie will send you a message in your messenger box, and just type the word alert back to her, and then you'll get alerts every time. You can also hit anywhere on the screen, and 3 little buttons will pop up, and just hit notifications. Love to have you. All right. So Diana and I would be rooming together. We met in January. I was on my live, and I happened to mention we needed another roommate, and she popped in, and it was like, oh. So we have been friends, you know, business buddies, friends, talking and whatnot ever since, and we're excited. We're excited. We have since January, and we're like in July. We're going to meet on the 31st, but that will be the first time we've ever met. So I'm excited. I know. I can't wait to meet everybody too. Oh, yay, Rose. Yeah, I'm really excited. There's so many people I want to meet, and I'm going to be like bouncing off walls. I'm going to be like selfie, 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 selfie. But so I guess, oh, they're supposed to be having a photo booth too, if I'm correct, and that should be fun. Oops. Where did my pipe cleaner go? It got threaded through my mesh. Alright. Ooh, I really like this. I was thinking of putting in deco mesh with this. I had said that when I was doing that, I was going to do maybe deco mesh. And I got off and I went, no, I just like it with the pumpkin ribbon that it has on there. Hey, yes, thanks, Karen. Do you pull the ruffle in all 18 ties? Tammy, yes, I did. I have 2 different ruffles, okay? And they're both 20 inches long. They're basically very similar, just that these stripes are a little bit thicker, wider than this one is. A little bit thinner mesh, but same colors basically. And I am doing it in every one. Every other one gets this one, every other one gets this one. Why? Because I felt like doing that. Could you do them all in the same? Sure. You can do whatever you want. It's your wreath. Oh, really? But I had the pumpkin. I'll show you all the sign again. Those of you that are just coming on. So I'm just putting this in the twist tie. I'm not opening the twist tie. I'm just making it really tight. I didn't put that one in even. Let me just pull it down just a hair. There we go. Oops. And I'll show you what we're doing. I just hope all my ribbon didn't go flying off the table. This was a bow I made a little while back, and you can do this. You can make some bows. Just play around with your bows. This one I did all with 1.5 inch, and I have 1 2.5 inch in here, and this is going to be the bow, and this is going to be our sign. So the pumpkins, that's why I did the yellow, the orange in there, really sparkly. I have green in here. I have green tails. I have brown that we're bringing in. All the brown that's in here, so that's where we're going. Alright, so thick, so thin. Alright, we're almost there. Am I missing one? There's one on the floor. And you just spread these out, you know. Oop, where's my twist tie? I try to bring up my ties because when I go to put my tails in, it just makes it easier to find because sometimes they get lost in there. So that was the thin one, so we got to do the thick one. Make sure I don't have any on the floor. I have one. Okay, so I do have one on the floor. And did one go flying off the table, yo? Thank you, Diana. No problem, Tammy. Ask any questions you want. I know. Diana and I were talking the other day, and we were just like little kids in the candy store going, I'm so excited. Now, see how I cut that kind of funky? When I go back on this, I will go ahead and I can correct that. I'll just cut it off because you're not going to really see it. I'll show you. So it's just like when you have curls, sometimes that little wonkiness comes out, and you could just go back and snip it down. And then your wonkiness is gone. Oh, I know I cut all my... I'm missing one. One, baby. We'll find it. Thanks, you guys. Ooh. And like I said, everything in my shop, my Etsy shop known as Nutty Krafts, everything is 15% off for the month of July. And that's the Christmas in July sale that's going on. It will include the Reaper Honey and this one here, because they will be in my Etsy shop. So keep that in mind. And did I lose one, y'all? Oh, my tails. Oh, tails are on the floor. Hold on. I'm going to see my nice hairdo again. Hopefully I don't knock the camera off. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I cut one short. Oh, I know why I did that. Because I wasn't sure when I put the bow in if the bow was going to cover it. And the bow will cover it. That's why. Yeah, that's why. Alright. So now that I put all my in, my bow's gonna go around here. Actually, I'm gonna put that tail in because that was driving me crazy. So we'll just cut one more. You just take this off, put you down there. And this is the collapsible ultimate mesh roller, as you can see. This is Susie Brown, who was on here earlier. I don't know if she's still on. Love mine. And we're going to cut this at 20 inches. Okay. So 10, 20. And look, you just roll up your mesh and poof, you don't have to worry about it. It doesn't roll on the floor or anything, and this whole thing collapses down. Alright, yeah, we're done with that. So again, we just fold the mesh in half, approximately. Roll this up like that. Oh, good for you, Regina. Hello, Joanne! Yes, spread the love, bless the page, do all those lovely words. Everything. Everything. Okay, so this is the last one. Yay. Alright. Sticking to me. Alright, let's put this baby down here. Let's pick up that tail that I just lost. And let's decide how we're going to be doing this. Alrighty. So, look at my tails. Oy, 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 oy. They got all tangled up in there. There's no real right or wrong side to these. Stop sticking to it. So, just a FYI. You can pick one side. Sometimes it looks a little thicker, the threading on one side, or you can see the wire on another side. So you kind of know the front and back, in a sense of saying. These didn't really have a front and back. Yeah, everybody needs to make room for items. Get a house full of wreaths. Of course, you know, when you pick a craft like the wreath, I mean, it's probably one of the biggest crafts. I mean, there are others, people do furniture and stuff, but it's a big craft to keep, and, you know, that's why it's great to go to craft shows and things like that, because then it makes it easier to get rid of stuff. Alright, so we're going to put these two tails. I'm going to use two 1.5 inch to the 2.5 inch. And this is going to be my other set. This is the 2.5 inch, and we'll get two of these. And we have to decide if I want the tails on top, the smaller ones, or the... Listen, you see only here up, and I do try to keep things organized. This side, you know, has the ribbon stand and my florals. So right now, this kind of side that you really can't see is not the best. And that's because I still have stuff from our bedroom and of course the dining room. Don't go look in my dining room. But until I get all that stuff out, I'm just stuck. And you know, I could sit here and rearrange and rearrange and rearrange, but so I'm going to start with these on the outside. I'm going to bring these down just a little bit. Actually not, because I got 4 in here. So it doesn't matter which one I'm starting in. And let's see. Put these babies in here. And we're going to spread the green ones to go on the outside with the wide one in the inside. Now I did do these, I didn't tell you, I did these at 14 inches. Now these here I did at 14 inches because this is more of that dimensional wreath I was talking about. Usually on this I do 13, but I went with 14 on this. It's because I felt like it. I just wanted it to be more. Now somebody asked me a long time ago, sometimes you get where it seems like it's sucking in, you know, and how do you, and it looks like your tails are like this instead of being, you know, open more, and that's because your tails aren't long enough. So keep that in mind when you're making your wreaths, you know, think about that too. Don't think about, hey, I need to save money. I mean, everybody needs to save money, don't get me wrong, on things, or go skimpy on things, because, you know, it does make a difference on your product. So let's do this and see how this comes out. Oh, Linda. Hey, Beth Ann. Hey, Beth Alexander. Hey, hey. Did you get your tickets to fly yet, girlfriend? Oh, 14 inches. 14 inches, Tammy. I know I didn't say that at first. So let's see if we like this way. I do kind of like the green on top. It kind of turns it down. But I'm not sure if I like it that way all around. So we're going to do one each way and then make a decision. And I'll let you guys help decide. So that's what that looks like. Oops, come here, Teal. So that's that way. So what we're going to do is reverse this. We're going to put the... Doesn't matter. Oh, I could do it this way, I guess. Let's see how this goes. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of better because you see the pumpkin through the ribbon better. Oh, my pumpkin's going the same way. That's one of my things. The pumpkins all have to go the same way. So look at this one. Okay, so the green kind of covers up the pumpkins, right? But look at this one. It's kind of like, you know, when you open up a fan, you can kind of see it, you know, peekabooing. Is that the way through it? I like that better. Diana, rather. I went, was it last week? And I filmed, and I did a Hobby Lobby shopping thing. And when I did it, I said, oh my God, and I looked up and they had Christmas stuff lined up at the top. They hadn't put it out yet. And I was like, you can hear me on live. I was like, oh, and I shined it up. I said, Christmas. I said, it's coming. So, no, I haven't been there. Did I go? Was it last week I went or the week before? It had to be the week before, I think. I was looking on my calendar. I always label on my calendar. I keep a business calendar, and it's just to meet the, oh, I do like that better that way. I'm just organized on some things. Yes, they do, Tammy. All 18. So 9 of them are going to get it with the pumpkins. The other 9 are going to get it with the leaves. Now you can do different things in here. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. You could do all the same if you want to. Just one, you know, 2 like this and this, 1 of this. You know, it just depends what you wanted to do. Oh, I thought I tied that. Hey Barb, how are you, my friend? Ours is out in Houston. Oh, what did I miss, Janet? Concord, California. Yours has it out already? Wow. I did. Got it straight flight. Oh my God, I hate you, Beth. I don't really hate you, but my flight has changed so many times. And last night I was looking at it, and they literally had me, it went from arriving like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the 31st to now I don't arrive till like 5:15, and I was looking at it and I was like freaking out because it said registration ends at 6, and I went, oh my God, because I'm in the business class the next day. And then I went back and they had registration the next day too, and I was like, okay, a little bit calmer. But I was trying to find the airline's number so that I could call them and say, hey, you guys keep changing my flight time-wise. You know, if you want to give me a more direct route, hey, I'm up for it. But I couldn't find their number. It kept giving me to go direct me to doing an app. And I was like, I don't want to do an app. So, oh, Marilyn is out. I'm doing fine, Barb. Love the fall beauty. I know. I don't know, I just went from spring right into fall. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get Halloween going. Ay, ay, ay. Which way are my leaves falling? Does it matter? See, I get picky. Hopefully all my leaves are falling and off the trees. And that's gonna be our next thing. We got 4 trees that we gotta cut down. And I'm not talking little trees. These are trees you cannot hug. They're like 40, 50 feet tall. So we have 2 of them out front, oak trees, and we have 1 in the back. And we're trying to figure out why they just this year all died. And we think because we put an irrigation system in last year, that maybe when they were using the, what do they call it, a dewitcher or something? I don't know, whatever they call that thing. It like digs holes in a trench in the ground. That maybe they disturbed the roots. And that, or because it rained so much, we don't know. No, I don't think. My daughter made it. I'm actually going from here to Chicago, then to Louisiana. So, and this is the weird thing on the way back. My flight was until late morning. Now my flight to return is at 7:15 in the morning, which is insane, which means, you know, I have to get up at like 3, you dress and all and pack, and that's going to disrupt everybody in the room to boot. And I'm like, oh, hell no. So I've had my granddaughter, like I said, all week. You know, she didn't stay. It wasn't like she stayed, but she was here all day. My son and his girlfriend were here, and they left yesterday. And then usually I don't have my granddaughter on Sundays, but we had her today for half the day, and then I was finishing up my classes because I wanted to make sure I had that done, and stuff. And I just haven't gotten to it. That's all I can say. But it's going to be my thing tonight. Hey, Bernice. Michigan, blush and shit. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, y'all. Blush, share the page. Follow me. I only need like 91 more people to reach 2,500, and my goal is trying to hit that before to go to Wreath Makers Live. It's just silly little goals. You know, we each have goals, and then my next goal will be once I reach 5,000 and then 10,000. That's, you gotta have goals in life, you know. So it's just a goal, but I have a giveaway to give away when we hit that, and I'm really excited to do that, and I'm trying to do it before I go to Wreath Makers Live. That would be kind of cool for me. Has nothing to do with anybody else, just me. Nonstop was crazy expensive. Oh, I'm going on American. Had a promotion going if you got that credit card. Oh, always buy their credit cards. Oh Oh my God, I don't even know how much my ticket was. My daughter paid for it. She did it. And so I don't even know how much it was. Because she bought it back like in November and gave it to me like as a Christmas birthday gift kind of thing. Because she asked me, what do I want? I said, tickets to Wreath Makers Live. And then she comes back and goes, Mom, they're already sold out. I said, I know I have a ticket, I just don't have a flight. So she, next thing I know, 10 minutes later, she goes, okay, here's your birthday and Christmas gift. And I went, and I think I have it here. Is it here? Yes. So she wrote me up this. This is what she gave me. She goes, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday. 1 round trip ticket. And this was Wreath Makers Live. She had given me this in a Christmas gift, and I like almost jumped out of my seat. So of course, I gotta keep that. I gotta keep that. So I thought that was really cool how she did that. So, and she's helping me. Oh, I can't say anything. I'm doing something for Wreath Makers Live. Not for everybody. For a special. And she's helping me. We were just going over the final part of it today. And so she's taking care of that part for me. I came up with the idea and stuff. I can't tell you guys. So she said she's going to finish it this week or tonight. I don't know. Whatever. All right. Oh, which way? Maybe you go opposite. Sometimes the ribbon tells you which way it wants to go. And you just go with the flow. All right. So brown and brown and brown. I didn't want to bring in a gold yellow color because it just wouldn't go very well, in my opinion. You need 48 to reach 2,000. No, I'm trying to reach 2,400. 2,500, I mean. So I was at 24. I don't know what I was at. I needed like 92 or something like that people. It's like 408 right now, so like 92. But it could be that it's changed since being on live. But if I only need 48 to reach 2,500, that would be awesome. The 2,000, what you're reading is the likes, probably. And that, I was at 19 something, I think. And that I was trying to hope to reach 2,500 too. Again, you know, it's just because. Gotta set goals. Gotta set goals. It's just like when my girls did gymnastics. Of course, the goal is to do better than you did last time, not fall off the beam or stumble or something like that, you know. And as a coach, it's a goal to help them do better than what they did last time. That's just the job. That's just the job, y'all. Am I simple, right? Kind of thing. Yeah. Followers or page likes. Followers, I need 92. Likes, I was at 190 something, so whatever that difference is. So if it's 2,000, so about 500 people on that to just like my page. I never push the likes. I always just say, hey, just follow me, you know. But I said, what the heck, let's just have some fun, you know, and see if we can reach both. If we reach both of them, there'll be two. Oops. That would be awesome. Oops. Awesome applesauce. Oh, thank you guys. Sally, your husband came home, didn't he? Because that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Ooh. We always have positive thoughts for everybody. Alright. So we got one more to go on this bottom edge. And then we can start the top. I I'm like, I definitely watched the replay. It looks very pretty. Hi, Lisa. Don't worry about it. We're just making, the wreath frame was just like one you can get at Dollar Tree, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. It's just a regular standard little one. And we did, it's 18 hoops. The ones in the middle here are 10 inches. The ones on the outside are 12. And then we did ruffles, and all the ruffles are 20 inches long. I used 2 different types of ruffles mesh. Couldn't think of the word. On the outside, just alternating them, just for fun. And I'm kind of doing the same with the ribbons. We're just alternating and having some fun with the ribbon. And now we'll do the middle. Didn't I have, oh, I did them all, didn't I? All right. So we're going to make sure that we leave one of these ties up here. Did I not do it? Okay. We're going to pick where I want my top to be. You try, if you, oh, look, see? I knew I had cut them all. Dang it. Dang, dang, dang. If you remember where the brackets are, if you try to make that one on the top, because so that way when you tie the thing in the back for people to hang their door, it doesn't slide. So try to find one up top. So one of those brackets. If it doesn't work out that way, that's fine. So decide where you want it to go. All my ruffles seem to be pretty even except for in these 2 spots. So this works to be my top right here. I think where I'm going to put my, I'm going to do the, oh, I don't know if I should do it up the top. Did I do that one up at the top? I did. I kind of was thinking off to the side. Oh, we'll have to decide that because I don't know which way I want to go. Let's put the tails in. And we're going to leave one short. I think I did one short of the tails just in case. So again, it doesn't matter where I start because they're every other one. You have an awesome dog. I know, she was really sweet. Oh. Whoa. What did I, Sally? I think I saw a ruffle stuck up. Yeah, I just saw that, Ophelia. I saw that, y'all, after. Monday we went back Wednesday. Fell 3 times and now he has an infection in gallbladder. Oh my God, Sally. That's so sad. Good Lord. We've had a rough time. Okay. Yeah. I kept saying I knew I cut all the tails, all the ruffles, and I was like, dang, that's okay, because I can use it for another one. No big deal. I have more of that. No problem. I can make curls. Alright. So let's get this baby in here. Sometimes I'll look to see where, if there's another tie above, like this one in here, so that way it's opposite, you know. Do you have to do that? No. But I try to. That's just a me thing. Me thing. Alright. And then you can curl these all back, which I will do. They're all sticking to me right now. And once we get them all in, we can go back and adjust. Adjust. Everybody goes through rough times, y'all, and sometimes it's just not fun. Just not fun. Alright, so again, these are cut at 14 inches. Just squishing these babies together. You can bend them back like this too if you want to. Gives you a little head start on bending them backwards. And then you can just spread them out from there. trying all these little tricks of the trades, you know. Now you can put little styrofoam glittery balls on top here if you want to. I've done that on some of my fall wreaths and Christmas wreaths and 4th of July wreaths. Some, you can buy some of the work frames that already have that on there as well if you wanted to do that. Oh, good God. Oh, yeah, I remember that, Beth. My dad, bless his heart, this is years ago. It was about a year after my mom passed. My mom passed in 93, so it was like 94, and maybe not even a year. And I lived in Georgia, I think, at the time, and it happened to be my husband left to go to war and was deployed, and that night my husband got deployed. My mother-in-law called and said my husband's grandmother, you know, they thought that was it. My sister-in-law got taken by ambulance, and her son, she, I don't know, had some sort of like flu thing, and he wound up being hypoglycemic. They got taken by ambulance. Then I get a call also that my brother called and says, I don't know what's wrong with Dad, he's doubled over, and I'm in Georgia, and I'm like, put him on the phone, you know, and I told my brother, I said, call the ambulance. I said, I think it's, you know, he has kidney stones, because he had those. My brother wasn't around when I was in high school and that happened, and my brother's like, how do you know that? Like over the phone diagnosing my father. And I said, just call the ambulance. When they get there, have them give me to the paramedics. So sure enough, it wound up being my father's gallstone. He had to have emergency surgery, and he was so stubborn he wouldn't even let the ambulance take him to the hospital. He let them follow him. Very stubborn man. So, now look, am I missing some round ones? Oops, here's one. And he had to have emergency surgery. My brother's like, how do you do that? Thanks, Deanne. You are 246. Oh. Thank you, Regina. I feel for you. I had a bad one, and it was almost hospital 2 weeks before they could operate another, and that was such. Oh God. Listen, you guys. My husband's very stubborn right now. He will not go see a doctor. I noticed he was walking, and his right arm, you know how you would swing your arms, he was kind of holding it, like kind of bent, and it wasn't swinging. I said, what's wrong with your arm? He goes, I don't know. I said, well, it's not, you're not swinging it. He goes, yeah, I noticed that too. I said, is it your shoulder, or is it? Stop it. So, but Sally, I really hope your husband gets better. I really feel bad for you. And everybody, we can just say prayers for him, and then everything will work out and he'll be fine. He will be fine. That's all you can do. Just tackle one problem at a time, y'all. Everything has a solution. Alright, so what pumpkin next? And I think I did one less. You know, it's hard when you're counting these because you're thinking, okay, bow's going to go here, so maybe I don't want to put a tail underneath there because you're not going to see it. And I think I need one more set of brown. I think I got it. And hopefully I put my pumpkins all in the right way. That's all I have. I hear you, Sally. I take one something. Oh God, Barb. Wow. 30 pounds. Good God, girl. Hey. Personally wouldn't mind losing 30 pounds right now. If the gods come down and say, here you go. Zap, it's gone. That would be so cool. Alright, so we need just one more set of brown. I knew I cut more of these. But I stopped at the brown because when you're doubling it, sometimes you forget, like me. So, the tails are all 14-inch, perfect tails. And I'm just going to make 2 tails, cuts. That's all I'm going to do. Regina, you're so funny. Girls, ladies, I would be thrilled. And then you wouldn't hear me jumping up and down for joy, technically. You will on live. But that would be so cool. Yes, please love, share the page, invite your friends so we can get there, y'all. It's just having fun, but it's just, like I said, goals. I finished all of Damon's class, being done. Finished all his wreath chateau lessons, being done. And of course, what does he say tonight? He came on early and I told him I finished all the classes. And he goes, there may be more tomorrow. And I went, oh. So now he's going to keep me on my toes to wreath me live. And so I said, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll have them all done. Yeah, nothing's ever easy. So my granddaughter, on a happy note, we had her today. And we have, one of those little battery-operated cars. And hers is a Barbie punch buggy. And I literally bought it. She's 4. I bought it, I think, when she was maybe even 1. And, it's taken her a while to figure out. And this year I thought, oh, I'll sell it. It's been the hottest thing for her to drive in. And I don't think next year she'll be able to have it, but she's having a blast. She puts her doll in the back. Nobody sits next to her. She has to have them in the trunk. It doesn't open. The trunk is open. And she takes her doll. We have cones. We got from the Dollar Tree, little orange cones, and she drives in between them. I gotta get some more to make it more fun for her. And now my other granddaughter is coming, and my daughter called tonight and said earlier, thank you, Regina. Said, hey, I'm going to bring up my 7-year-old, she's going to be 8 at this month, granddaughter's old bike for Cassidy to grow into, so I have a bike here. And she goes, I'm going to bring hers up since you'll be staying with us for the week. And I said, sure, fine. All right, so we're going to take this one here, and I'm going to twist tie it up. Now, you can curl these down. You can curl them, tuck them under the ribbon. You can do whatever you want. It is your choice. It's your wreath. I am going to snip this off a little bit. And I'm just going to curl that down a little bit with my trusty worn out green pencil. It's actually getting incaved because it's just that one spot I twist all the time. It has no point. It's just, I don't know. It's my little pencil. It's like one of those colored pencils. So that's where our our bow's going to go. But we got to decide how we're going to do this. Thank you, Sally. I know. I bought the ribbon cones because we were going to do a Halloween thing last year. And unfortunately it got canceled. So I had made all this stuff because I was doing like an obstacle course for the kids to all come and play. So one of the things I had set up was I had hula hoops and I made bean bags. They had to throw like spiders or something in there. It was acorns, like they had to throw the acorn in it. I had a soccer net that I disguised like, that would be the spider web with the spiders, so they had to kick the ball in there. And just different things that really all ages could do because it was kind of had to do all ages. So, and I made this whole little obstacle course up. And I did it by going online and finding things and then adapting it for Halloween. That's all I did. Alright, so we have our sign. Hey, Christina! I love fall. What is it? They say fall is the prettiest of the seasons. It's kind of like the beginning of the new because all the leaves fall off and it's dead and then everything comes new. So it's the last of the real colorful because you get all those bright oranges and greens and browns. Whereas spring you get all the flowers, the purples, the yellows and stuff. In fall you get all these rich colors. So we got to decide how we're going to do this, y'all. Again, we're going to... I thought I put you on the ground. Keep migrating over here. That one. So I'm going to turn this around to me for a second, if you don't mind, and decide if I want my tails to come down this way and my sign just to peek out. I don't want it that way. I don't want to do it in the middle. Okay, so let me show you. This is the middle. I'm not a fan of this one. I don't know why. It just doesn't suit. Like that one screamed to me, do it in the middle, you know, for some reason. This one, I think the bow should go more off to the side. So my sign would kind of be like that. I think that would look prettier. Now, I need locked. I do have some little, I have a little pumpkins. Oops. I don't like the brown one. Oh, I think I got more. Hold on. Let me open my drawer of goodies. I have some little pumpkins. Okay, let me turn it around to me and I'll show you. Hold on. So if I do the bow off to the side, they always say do things in odd numbers, but you know. I think these work better. Okay, now this is going to be hard for you to see because the pumpkins will fall out, needless to say. So we'll see how good I can do this. So if I put the bow facing down like that, with the welcome like that, can you guys see these 3 pumpkins? Let me hold it up and see. The pumpkin patch. Oh, you guys can see it laying down, but can you guys see it? Such a delay on all these. Now the pumpkins have green and orange. I'm going to have the orange side sticking more out. I don't like the green as much. This one's not so bad to do that because you can, I think it's going to be more that way. What do you guys think of the pumpkins? I do like fall. Halloween's just a fun thing. I know. I love Christmas. I love decorating. Of course, I don't know what my house is going to look like come this Christmas. Hopefully, I'll have my bathroom and my bedroom upstairs. Janet says no. No, no, no. No pumpkins? Is that what you guys are all saying? No pumpkins? Sally says pumpkins are cute. Hey Sandy, how are you? So are you guys saying no? Too much. Gotcha. Too sparkly? These were even more sparkly. Woo! That would have been over the top. And I only had, oh, there we go. Because I had it like in a brown one. I don't know what I was thinking buying that one. Janet says too much. Janet said love the pumpkins. Ophelia says love it both ways. I like the pumpkins. Regina. Well, let's do this. Let's put the bow and the sign on. And what I'll do, I'll put the pumpkins off to the side. I'm going to hang it up here. And then, and I'll look at it for like a day. And if I think they need the pumpkins, I'll go ahead and stick the pumpkins on, you know. Sometimes when it's laying down like this, it's hard to see. But once you put it up on this, then I get a better view of it too. Because even with me standing up looking down, it looks funky, you know, and things. Where the top pumpkins, yes. Where is the top of the wreath? The top of the wreath is going to be right here. Where are we? This is the top of the wreath. The bow's going to be here with the tails hanging down the side. It's going to be on an angle. Oh, thanks, Janine. Some maybe a little more to the side. Yeah, I just laid it on top. Once I get the bow on, I can adjust where I want the sign. Now I'm going to squish all my tails, because I always do. And like I said, like and share the page, you guys. If you're new, type the word alert down below. Rosie will send you a message in your personal messenger, and just type the word alert back to her. And then you can also hit here anywhere on the page to get those little white dots will pop up, and hit the notifications there, and you'll get notified that way too. And that way you get in 2 places in case Rosie's, you know, she gets a little nutty sometimes and doesn't want to do her job, you know. Okay. So again, I know I got this really long one. We'll fix that. Don't worry about it. Don't pull your bow. This one you can really see, don't pull your bow in like that. Just because it looks not pretty. Oh, it's like, why am I twist tying and it's not working? I don't have a rail in between them. Jeez, Carolynne. Jeez. Oh, yeah. Hi, Mary. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Well, welcome, welcome. Mary's my good friend. Oops, I'm pulling the wrong thing. This is what I wanted to do. These loops just a little bit bigger. That's why I leave my tails a little bit longer, because then I can go ahead and I can adjust my loops if I need to. Because you get a little bit of a leeway there. Alright. Let's kind of straighten this baby out a little bit. Let's find all my loops. My loop-de-doo, my tails. Make sure they're not all squished underneath. Gotta really cut that one, huh? And what I'll sometimes do is take the loops and bring them to the side, because all these tails hanging down, I don't want it to cover that loop. So I'll bring it around and just bring them almost like, not to say halfway up on the bow too. Does that make sense? No sense hiding the loop underneath for nobody to see. Remember, this was all in, I only used 1.5 inch loops, and then I used 1.5 inch ribbon, excuse me, and then just the 2.5 inch ribbon on it. Okay. So, let me just cut this one just off somewhat because it is driving me crazy. Alright, so let me get the sign going. We want to see the words on our sign. Come here, tail. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that my tails can be seen. I don't want this to cover it all. So if I, like, for instance here, I have 3 tails hanging out, so maybe I might split it in between. Maybe I'll bring them all to one side. That's something I'll have to do as I'm putting this on here. And because we don't want the tails hidden. That defeats the whole purpose of having them. Move this out of my way. And let's go down here. I'm in the orange. There's one. Let's see where the other one's going to come out. Will go, I should say. I think it's going to split these tails right here. Put it right through all your mesh, y'all. And hope you can find it on the other end. Oh, my fingers are stuck. Oh, good gosh. I found it. Move those tails out of the way. These are going to be split there. just going to tag these on here just loosely enough just so I can get the other end going. Just so that I don't lose them. And I think I lost one. I did. Where'd you go? Here we are. Alright, found that one. Just hold it. And let's do the other side. Same thing. Let's find our tails because we want them to go in the right direction. This one will go up top. We'll split these. We'll see we've got the sign on the right angle too. You guys got awfully quiet. You guys got awfully quiet all of a sudden. Oh, hallelujah. So like and share the page, you guys. I'm really excited. We're getting so close to 2,500 people. It would be awesome because then we're going to do a giveaway. I like doing giveaways. And those are my way of just saying thank you. You know, for being there for me, coming on my lives, being a follower and stuff. Alright, so we got the sign basically in here. And see what I did, exactly what I said not to do with the bow. My bow has sunk in because I pulled it too tight. So let's loosen it up. There we go. A little bit better. Much better. So see, I do think it needs the pumpkins though. So let me take this one down. And I'll bring you guys a little closer. Put this one on the table. I don't have them all the way tied back here. So let me move you guys up and in. Hold on. Here comes the rocky seas. Prepare. Oh goodness. Oh my God. That has never ever happened. I am sick. No, there's no problem to report. Oh my God. Okay. You're in the nut house, guys. That's the same. Yeah. I have never ever had that happen. I was trying to tilt it up and it just popped out of the holder. Oh my God. Alright, well, there's your bloopers. The nut house bloopers. Oh my God, can I edit that out? Oh my God. Yeah, that was a little bit of a rough road there. That was funny though. Oh well. So this is where I was thinking. Where did I have one pumpkin, I think, here? I had one here, I think. And I think I was going to do one over here somewhere and here. Oh, I have to look. I think this was more here. I don't know why I have that spot. I think this one was down here. So what do you guys think? Again, I can't see. Because I'm looking at it like you. I'm too close to it. There are the pumpkins. There goes the camera. Well, you know what? Life goes on. That's the worst thing that happens to me today. Then I'm good. Look at my pumpkins have fallen. Hard to see. Oh, I just noticed my light. Why does my color look so off on that? Is that better? Okay, so pumpkins that all fell. Hold on. Let me grab one. Let me cut these tags off of this because I'm going to use them one way or the other. Just whether or not with this project or not. Get the other one. Now, the other day when I did my Hobby Lobby thing, I was talking about the pumpkins. What I hate is, you know, when they make these, they make them in two different parts, and there's always that seam here, and I always hate that. So these, I can't see a seam. Whoops. So I don't know how they made these, but, stay. But I do like these. It has a little bit of green. I don't. Maybe I'll split it. Half green. That's the way that one's going. There we go. That's better. And then maybe one down here somewhere. Janet, you keep saying no. See? It's hard to decide. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold off on the pumpkins. And I'm going to just marinate on this. So let's just cut the tails on the bow for right now. And let me marinate on it. And then I'll figure out if I like it personally or not with the tail, with the pumpkins or not. All right, does that work? Because I think I'm either or on it. I think I like them, but I'm kind of like the same with you are. I know it's hard for you on here for whatever way. On my iPad it looks great. On here, let me see if this helps. Hold on. Oh, good God! Now you're gonna see. You can't tell me you can't see it now, because I just got blinded. Does that work? Woo! That's a little bright. Hold on. If you want them due in a V, yeah, that's why I was saying like here, here, and here on the wreath. That because I had the one up here, I was thinking one here and one here, so it's like a V, 3. Now you're getting the glare on the side. But that's brighter. So this is what I was like saying, like here. Now you may not see because of glitter. Maybe one here and one down here. Is that better for y'all to see? It is brighter. That's for sure. So let me sit on it. But to show you how I would do these, I do have my glue gun on. So let me just unplug it. When I do something like this, because if I'm doing it in a pipe cleaner, you know, here, I'll use this, yes, better. Great for you, I'm getting blinded here. I will take, depending how I'm putting it in here, I will take my glue gun and literally, you know how like you get these had picks on the bottom, so I took the picks out, but if I wanted to use it to go directly like this, I'll use my glue gun and it kind of melts in the styrofoam, and then you can take your pipe cleaner and use that and stick it right on that way, and the glue's in here, and it comes thread through and it sticks. So that's one way when I do little styrofoam balls or something like this. I can also make a pick. You know how we always say save the stems on, you know, your dried flowers and stuff? Your silk flowers, same thing. You can use that if you wanted to stick a different way as well. You rock a star. Oh, you're so funny, Melissa. So it's either, you know, you can do whatever you want. That was one way I learned, you know, by watching people and stuff. So my bottom bow is that long tan one. See, here's one loop here. So I don't want it to cover the sign really. I'm going to have tails all over the floor. Where's one tail? Where's the other one? So I just go and I snip. Snip till you're done. Snip in whatever length you want. You know, sometimes I'll snip them longer, and then I can always go back and trim them. But once you cut it, baby, you're out. That's all it is. You won't be able to change it once you've cut it. So make sure how you want to cut it first. This one's the short one up here. That one's about the same. I love this pink one, yellow one. I really do. It's really pretty to work with. I think I got them all, didn't I? Can you all hear the frogs outside? I don't know how many are out there. Then you can take these. You can do a couple of things. You can do this, curl them up. Each one. And Halloween, this is really cool. You can make those, like, I call them like the banana curls. This one's a sheer one, so this may not. I miss one? This is, you know how your moms used to, well, my mom, she used to take your hair like this, and she'd wrap it, like, you know how you do like this, go like this, and then just make a little pin curl and put 2 bobby pins in a cross. And she used to do that with her hair, and I used to help her do it. And that was the style, like, of the 50s, how they used to wear their hair. You can hear them. They're loud. You go out the door, they'll stop for a second, and then it's just like, good God. But it actually is pretty listening to them at night. You open the windows, and you just hear, because we have a little fountain out in the pond. The pond is only about 3 feet by 3 feet deep, you know. It looks like a triangle in a sense, the same, but and we have a little fountain just to keep the water circulating in there, so it doesn't lay dormant, and so you get all bugs and all. All right, so once you do that, you can just take it down. I don't like this one as much, or you can do that to curl it, and that's all that these are doing, is by doing it like that, and you just uncurl it, and it gives your ribbon dimension. Did I get them all? Nope, didn't get those. And you can do these, what I was saying about the banana curls, I don't think these are long enough to do it with, but you can take it, and when you curl it, you can pull it down like that and do that with it, if you want to too. And it gives it just another way of doing it. Now I have to go back and fix all my tails since I wrecked them all when I was upside down. So that, fix my bow up here. And then I'll decide if I want pumpkins. That's going to be the next thing. So you guys will see on the picture whether I have pumpkins in it or not. So that's kind of like, where's Waldo? Wait until you see Waldo. Oh my God, you guys are going to love Waldo. It's going to look beautiful. Let me just say. Beautiful Waldo. I'm missing one bow. There it is. It was on the wrong side. Okay? So I'll fluff and stuff that, you guys. Hi, Diana. How are you? Thanks, Janice. Hi, Venus. So I'll decide, you know, if I want to stick some pumpkins in there or not. I thought of raffia. Maybe I could put raffia in there. Maybe like a light tan raffia. I do have green. I'll have to look. I think it needs something. It needs something. And I don't know which I wanted to do. So we'll have to see. Alright? So I am going to stop here. And thank you from Carolynne, me, coming to Notice in that house. And I will see you guys next time. Okay? Bye. And thank you for all the shares. Bless the page. Still continue to share. And, you know, type alert down below. Rosie will send you a message in your personal messenger. And make sure you respond alert back there. Or hit anywhere in the page. And those 3 little buttons come up and hit the notification. Alright? So goal is 2,500 people. for followers, if I can get that in likes too on the page. Yes. And then we'll do a giveaway. We'll do a double giveaway if I get them both in at the same time. That would be kind of cool. Thanks, Diana. Thanks, Mary Jean. Thanks, Rose. And remember that everything in my shop is 15% off for the month of July. Christmas in July. So these will be in there as well. This one and the other one on the table that I did the other night and forgot to list. It's in there. This one has is listed, and it looks like the picture for this one is old leaves. The one for this other one here has the Facebook, live picture. So if you're interested in any of these two or anything else, all right? And if you're local, let me know. Send me a personal message because I won't charge you shipping. You can come by and pick it up. All right? See you guys. Bye.